I'm going to look for them to see, right, can they stand up defensively and who's going to lead the way? Because their numbers, as we take a look for the whole season, are pretty ordinary. And they're only getting worse. The last 6 weeks, they're bottom 4 for ball movement. Their turnover game, which was in great order, has been dropping away over the last 6 weeks as well. So points against from turnover, they're 9th. And they have not improved their points against from clearance, which we've highlighted a lot this year. But I was at the game, and I know there's been a lot of narratives to come out of it, a lot about how brilliant Hawthorn were, and rightly so, the injuries and some things. But what I saw was a bit of a rabble, and I want to know who's going to take charge here. So this is all in the first half, before the injuries played a factor. So here's Nick Newman, Dylan Morey's opponent, comes out of the stoppage. Everyone else has got their man. For whatever reason, Nick Newman just decides to go up and follow the footy and try and affect it from a contest where he had no real influence whatsoever. And then people look and go, how come Hawthorn's got a spare player inside 50? It wasn't rocket science. Nick Newman basically half-pointed for someone else to take care of him when there was no one else there, and it cost him a shot at goal. This is a kick-out. Wiedering just got caught falling asleep, just got caught ball watching, and then allowed Hawthorn to have a 2v1 on the wing, right? So they win that contest. Now Cowan, who was on Newcombe in the middle of the ground, decides to charge out of the corridor over to the wing to allow Newcombe forward of the ball. So again, everyone thinks brilliant by Hawthorn, but there was nothing really scientific about it. They just lost their way completely. So this is before the injuries, before, you know, fatigue was an issue. And then we take a look at another situation here. This is just from a kick-in again. They're in really good shape here, Carlton. Everyone's got a man. They're all zoned off, and they're getting some support behind the footy. So that's as good a look as you're going to get. But all of a sudden, particularly 2 of their half-backs, just have no interest in what their opponents are doing. They stop, they watch the footy, they sort of half get involved on defence without influencing, and next minute, wow, Hawthorn have got 3 players ahead of the ball. 4v1. Wow. And you think, how did that happen? When literally 5 seconds ago, everyone had an opponent. So they need to do something about this, because it's gonna unravel. And this is a pretty simple play, second quarter. Will Day comes up as a half forward. Marby Child just took the ruck and was always just going to drift forward from the ruck contest. So Sarda's got no idea what's going on. He's still thinking Will Day's his opponent up in the middle of the ground. Chol was in the ruck, and just watch the Blues' intent for someone to maybe just go anywhere near Marby. Look at this. He had a picnic there, and that's another goal.
So whose fault is that? Is it the coach, the defensive coach, or is it the leaders on the field?
I think it's their leadership. I look at Jacob Wiedering, and I don't see, and Kingy's been big on Jacob, I don't see Wiedering do what Stephen May does or Tom Stewart, pointing and directing, hey, who's got him, who's coming back?
Like a
he beats his man, Wiedering, but I don't see that enough.